A very good morning to you. Welcome to the ASX at Breakfast. I'm Rachel, live from Kalkine Studios in Sydney. Now, Australian shares are likely to open marginally higher this morning, and that's despite weak overnight trade on Wall Street. The robust commodity prices are expected to support mining and energy shares, while concerns over looming recession fears amid a global interest rate hike cycle would keep a check on investors' risk appetite. The ASX 200 may open the day 7 points or 0.1% higher, according to the latest SPI futures. Now, yesterday, the benchmark index fell 1.2% to 6,961 points. Looking to some business news from this morning now, and Coles report their sales revenue growth of 2% to $39.4 billion for the year, with strong e-commerce performance in supermarkets and liquor elevated COVID-19 related prior year sales. Supermarkets were up 2.2% to $34.6 billion, and liquor lifted 2.5%, $3.6 billion. Express sales revenue fell 5% to $1.13 billion. The company declared an improved final dividend of 30 cents. That's up from 28 cents. Moving on, and Domino's Pizza Enterprises announced one of the largest expansions in the company's history, with binding agreements with the owners and operators of Domino's Malaysia, Singapore and Cambodia. The initial purchase price for the acquisition is 660 million Malaysian ringgit. That's the equivalent to around 214 million Australian dollars, which Domino's will fund through cash and debt facilities. The business delivered 65 million Malaysian ringgit. That's 21 million Australian dollars normalised EBITDA in the year to the 30th of June 2022. The final purchase price is subject to an earn-out over the next 2 to 3 years. And Tabcorp Holdings reported a 4.3% loss on revenues to $2.4 billion in financial year 2022 because of COVID-19. Net profit jumped to $6.77 billion for the full year, up from $269 million in 2021. Tabcorp announced a fully franked final dividend of 6.5 cents a share. This reflects 5 months of earnings from the demerged lotteries and Keno business, and a full 6 months of earnings from Tabcorp's continuing businesses. The demerger saw them gain $6.5 billion. Well, now it's time for a short break. Stay tuned for more news set to affect your trading day.
Build better relationships, get connected, heard and noticed. We always believe in getting you the best. Kalkine Media's growing platform, Kalkine TV, helps you connect to an inquisitive audience from across the globe. Interact in a trusted environment. Showcase your brand on Kalkine TV in a seamless and effective manner. We connect and curate content as per your business needs. So why wait? Write to us at guestteam@kalkine.com.au.
Welcome back to the ASX at Breakfast Report. Taking a quick look first at the global markets, the latest economic data showing slower economic growth in the US increased hopes that the Federal Reserve would not go ahead with aggressive hiking of interest rates at its central bank symposium at Jackson Hole in Wyoming on Friday. In the US, the Dow Jones fell 0.47%, the S&P 500 dipped 0.22%, and the Nasdaq was trading flat. Over in Europe, the Stoxx 50 rose 0.2%, the FTSE fell 0.6%, and the DAX slipped 0.3%, with the CAC ending 0.3% lower. MSCI's global stocks index fell 0.26%. Unease over China's economy continued as a cut in lending rates and talk of a fresh round of official loans to property developers underlined stresses in the sector. Crude prices rose yesterday after Saudi Arabia issued a warning that the OPEC Plus producer alliance could trim output. WTI crude futures surged $3.38 to close at $93.74 a barrel. Brent crude rose $3.74 higher at $100.22 a barrel. Yesterday, gold prices rebounded following a pullback in the US dollar as weak US economic data boosted the yellow metal. US gold futures closed 0.7% higher at $1,761. That's all for our ASX at Breakfast report this morning here at Kalkine TV. Have a great day trading. Stay tuned for more market updates and economic news live throughout the day. I'm Rachel, signing off for now.